There are only 2 days in the year that nothing can be done. One is called yesterday and the other is called tomorrow. Today is the right day to love, believe, do and mostly live. Dalai Lama. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. Just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. Don't ever mistake my silence for ignorance, my calmness for acceptance, or my kindness for weakness. Compassion and tolerance are not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. Man surprised me most about humanity, because he sacrifices his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health. And then he is so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present, the result being that he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he is never going to die, and then dies having never really lived. Moving towards better rather than moving away from bad is an attitude of embracing life rather than rejecting it. Give the ones you love wings to fly, roots to come back and reasons to stay. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. The planet does not need more successful people. The planet desperately needs more peacemakers, healers, restorers, storytellers, and lovers of all kinds.
Don't forget to subscribe. Afterwards, the wisest and most spiritual books from the greatest authors await you every day. And now buckle up, sit back and we'll begin.
From a certain point of view, our real enemy, the true troublemaker, is inside. When you talk, you are only repeating something you already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new. The purpose of life is to be happy. Every day, think as you wake up, today I am fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life. I am not going to waste it. I am going to use all my energies to develop myself, to expand my heart out to others, to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I am going to have kind thoughts towards others. I am not going to get angry or think badly about others. I am going to benefit others as much as I can. Whether one is rich or poor, educated or illiterate, religious or non-believing, man or woman, black, white, or brown, we are all the same. Physically, emotionally, and mentally, we are all equal. We all share basic needs for food, shelter, safety, and love. We all aspire to happiness and we all shun suffering. Each of us has hopes, worries, fears, and dreams. Each of us wants the best for our family and loved ones. We all experience pain when we suffer loss and joy when we achieve what we seek. On this fundamental level, religion, ethnicity, culture, and language make no difference. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. Compassion, tolerance, forgiveness and a sense of self-discipline are qualities that help us lead our daily lives with a calm mind. Many people think that patience is a sign of weakness. I think this is a mistake. It is anger that is a sign of weakness, whereas patience is a sign of strength. If it can be solved, there's no need to worry, and if it can't be solved, worry is of no use. Man sacrifices his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health. Don't be a person of success, be a person of value. If you have fear of some pain or suffering, you should examine whether there is anything you can do about it. If you can, there is no need to worry about it. If you cannot do anything, then there is also no need to worry. The more we care for the happiness of others, the greater is our own sense of well-being. When you think everything is someone else's fault, you will suffer a lot. When you realize that everything springs only from yourself, you will learn both peace and joy. We can live without religion and meditation, but we cannot survive without human affection. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. Although you may not always be able to avoid difficult situations, you can modify the extent to which you can suffer by how you choose to respond to the situation. When you think everything is someone else's fault, you will suffer a lot. Forget the failures. Keep the lessons. In disagreements with loved ones, deal only with the current situation. Don't bring up the past. Never give up. No matter what is happening, no matter what is going on around you, never give up. Pain can change you, but that doesn't mean it has to be a bad change. Take that pain and turn it into wisdom. The goal is not to be better than the other man, but your previous self. You have to start giving first and expect absolutely nothing. A sense of concern for others gives our lives meaning. It is the root of all human happiness. Remember that sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck. Love and compassion benefit both ourselves and others. Through kindness to others, your heart and mind will be peaceful and open. Today is the right day to love, believe, do, and mostly, live. Remember that the best relationship is one in which your love for each other exceeds your need for each other. Every day, think as you wake up, today I am fortunate to be alive, I have a precious human life, I am not going to waste it. If you wish to experience peace, provide peace for another. If you wish to know that you are safe, cause another to know that they are safe. If you wish to better understand seemingly incomprehensible things, help another to better understand. If you wish to heal your own sadness or anger, seek to heal the sadness or anger of another. We often add to our pain and suffering by being overly sensitive, overreacting to minor things, and sometimes taking things too personally. A heart full of love and compassion is the main source of inner strength, willpower, happiness, and mental tranquility. Through difficult experiences, life sometimes becomes more meaningful. The problems we face today, violent conflicts, destruction of nature, poverty, hunger, and so on, are human-created problems which can be resolved through human effort, understanding and the development of a sense of brotherhood and sisterhood. We need to cultivate a universal responsibility for one another and the planet we share. Open your arms to change, but don't let go of your values. The true hero is one who conquers his own anger and hatred. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Follow the 3 R's, respect for self, respect for others, responsibility for all your actions. An open heart is an open mind. If someone does not smile at you, be generous and offer your own smile. Nobody needs a smile more than the one that cannot smile to others. Anger cannot be overcome by anger. If someone is angry with you, and you show anger in return, the result is a disaster. On the other hand, if you control your anger and show its opposite, love, compassion, tolerance and patience, not only will you remain peaceful, but the other person's anger will also diminish. Don't use Buddhism to become a Buddhist. Use Buddhism to become better at whatever else in your life you are doing already. Whether you believe in God or not does not matter so much. Whether you believe in Buddha or not does not matter so much. As a Buddhist, whether you believe in reincarnation or not does not matter so much. You must lead a good life, and a good life does not mean just good food, good clothes, good shelter. These are not sufficient. A good motivation is what is needed: compassion, without dogmatism, without complicated philosophy, just understanding that others are human brothers and sisters and respecting their rights and human dignity. Anger, hatred and jealousy never solve problems. Only affection, concern and respect can do that. The period of greatest gain in knowledge and experience is the most difficult period in one's life. We can reject everything else, religion, ideology, all received wisdom. But we cannot escape the necessity of love and compassion. This, then, is my true religion, my simple faith. In this sense, there is no need for temple or church, for mosque or synagogue, no need for complicated philosophy, doctrine, or dogma. Our own heart, our own mind, is the temple. The doctrine is compassion, love for others and respect for their rights and dignity, no matter who or what they are. Ultimately, these are all we need. As you breathe in, cherish yourself. As you breathe out, cherish all beings. This is my simple religion. There is no need for temples, no need for complicated philosophy. Our own brain, our own heart is our temple. The philosophy is kindness. Peace does not mean an absence of conflicts. Differences will always be there. Peace means solving these differences through peaceful means, through dialogue, education, knowledge, and through humane ways. The real destroyer of inner peace is fear and distrust. Fear develops frustration, frustration develops anger, anger develops violence. Choose to be optimistic, it feels better. I have found that the greatest degree of inner tranquility comes from the development of love and compassion. The more we care for the happiness of others, the greater is our own sense of well-being. Cultivating a close, warm-hearted feeling for others automatically puts the mind at ease. It is the ultimate source of success in life. The more you are motivated by love, the more fearless and free your action will be. If every 8-year-old in the world is taught meditation, we will eliminate violence from the world within 1 generation. Love is the absence of judgment. Feelings of anger, bitterness, and hate are negative. If I kept those inside me, they would spoil my body and my health. They are of no use. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Just as ripples spread out when a single pebble is dropped into water, the actions of individuals can have far-reaching effects. We are all here on this planet, as it were, as tourists. None of us can live here forever. The longest we might live is 100 years. So while we are here, we should try to have a good heart and to make something positive and useful of our lives. Whether we live just a few years or a whole century, it would be truly regrettable and sad if we were to spend that time aggravating the problems that afflict other people, animals, and the environment. The most important things is to be a good human being. My religion is very simple. My religion is kindness. The point of life is happiness. A positive state of mind is not merely good for you, it benefits everyone with whom you come into contact, literally changing the world. If your heart has peace, nothing can disturb you. The way to overcome negative thoughts and destructive emotions is to develop opposing, positive emotions that are stronger and more powerful. True happiness comes from having a sense of inner peace and contentment, which in turn must be achieved by cultivating altruism, love and compassion, and by eliminating anger, selfishness and greed. Compassion is the wish for another being to be free from suffering. Love is wanting them to have happiness. My message is always the same: to cultivate and practice love, kindness, compassion and tolerance. A tree with strong roots can withstand the most violent storm, but the tree can't grow roots just as the storm appears on the horizon. Everyone wants a happy life without difficulties or suffering. We create many of the problems we face. No one intentionally creates problems, but we tend to be slaves to powerful emotions like anger, hatred and attachment that are based on misconceived projections about people and things. We need to find ways of reducing these emotions by eliminating the ignorance that underlies them and applying opposing forces. Spend 5 minutes at the beginning of each day remembering we all want the same things: to be happy and be loved, and we are all connected to one another. A simple smile. That's the start of opening your heart and being compassionate to others. Foolish, selfish people are always thinking of themselves and the result is always negative. Wise persons think of others, helping them as much as they can, and the result is happiness. Love and compassion are beneficial both for you and others. Through your kindness to others, your mind and heart will open to peace. Like anyone else, I too have the potential for violence. I too have anger in me. However, I try to recall that anger is a destructive emotion. I remind myself that scientists now say that anger is bad for our health. It eats into our immune system. So, anger destroys our peace of mind and our physical health. We shouldn't welcome it or think of it as natural or as a friend. When reason ends, then anger begins. Therefore, anger is a sign of weakness. The challenge today is to convince people of the value of truth, honesty, compassion and a concern for others. The way to change others' minds is with affection, and not anger. True friendship develops not as a result of money or power but on the basis of genuine human affection. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love others. You will not be able to love others. If you have no compassion for yourself, then you are not able of developing compassion for others. We can benefit others through our actions by being warm and generous toward them, by being charitable, and by helping those in need. Even when a person has all of life's comforts, good food, good shelter, a companion, he or she can still become unhappy when encountering a tragic situation. Smile if you want to smile from another face. The greater the level of calmness of our mind, the greater our peace of mind, the greater our ability to enjoy a happy and joyful life. A truly peaceful mind is very sensitive, very aware. When you realize you've made a mistake, take immediate steps to correct it. If you wish to heal your own sadness or anger, seek to heal the sadness or anger of another. Those others are waiting for you now. They are looking to you for guidance, for help, for courage, for strength, for understanding, and for assurance at this hour. Most of all, they are looking to you for love. I think technology really increased human ability, but technology cannot produce compassion. Giving material goods is one form of generosity, but one can extend an attitude of generosity into all one's behavior. Being kind, attentive, and honest in dealing with others, offering praise where it is due, giving comfort and advice where they are needed, and simply sharing one's time with someone, all these are forms of generosity, and they do not require any particular level of material wealth. If you have peace of mind, when you meet with problems and difficulties, they won't disturb your inner peace. You'll be able to employ your human intelligence more effectively. But, if your mental state is disturbed, full of emotion, it is very difficult to cope with problems, because the mind that is full of emotion is biased, unable to see reality. So whatever you do will be unrealistic and naturally fail. You must not hate those who do wrong or harmful things, but with compassion, you must do what you can to stop them, for they are harming themselves, as well as those who suffer from their actions. The true essence of humankind is kindness. There are other qualities which come from education or knowledge, but it is essential, if one wishes to be a genuine human being and impart satisfying meaning to one's existence, to have a good heart.
And that's not all. Our experts and regular viewers respond to all comments. Also check if you forgot to subscribe and set your bell to receive notifications about new audiobooks and other useful self-development materials that we release regularly. Join in the discussions, don't forget to give likes and, if possible and inspired, support the development of the channel financially. All useful links will be in the description and the first attached comment. Goodness, love and wisdom to all. And now move on to watch the next part of the video at the links below, or choose something from the playlists of the channel and those you see on the screen.